Hey, it's Hannah. Thanks for coming back into my kitchen tonight to watch me cook dinner. So as you know by now, I'm all about finding something that is pretty easy, doesn't take a whole lot of time, and still has a lot of good flavor and still makes everybody happy. So I have found that I use my Pampered Chef quick cooker, my electric pressure cooker, all the time now. Whether we have stuff going on or not, it seems like it's my go-to. So I wanted to share with you another recipe. This recipe is chicken and potatoes with a garlic herb ranch type seasoning. So this is a garlic and herb rub. This makes things easier in itself because it's got a ton of herbs put together. So it does have the garlic, the onion, I'll read them off here, parsley, rosemary, sage, basil, black pepper. So instead of me having to, measure everything out separately, I'm just taking 2 tablespoons of this and then 2 tablespoons of this ranch seasoning. So isn't this guy cool? It is one of the newest things I've found that I love. My husband actually found it, but instead of the packet taking 2 tablespoons out and having a ton of extra, this guy right here, you can just use it, like salt. So, I'm a huge fan. It reminds me of Parmesan cheese. Okay, so I already have that measured out here. I did 2 and 2. I'm gonna mix it up. So I'm gonna take this flavor, this seasoning, and put it on top of my potatoes and on top of my chicken. So I've got some olive oil. Just gonna pour, I've already got my chicken breasts in here. So I have 3 full chicken breasts, and they are thawed at this point, but if they're not thawed, you can actually do this frozen in the quick cooker also. You just wanna make sure that you have, you've kind of wiped it off or microwaved it a little bit, so then your seasoning will stick to your chicken and won't just go off into the side. Okay, and then in this one, I've just got red potatoes. You can do yellow petite Yukons, but I'm just gonna do those here. So let me bring you down a little bit and you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just coating everything in olive oil first. 1 to 2 tablespoons does it. I know they're cooking together, but I am gonna do the potatoes separately. I've got a little thing with raw chicken. Okay, so I'm just gonna take, about half my spices there. Make sure they're up really good. Coat these. And honestly, if you can do anything you want with these seasonings, however you like your potatoes. But I'm gonna use the same, what I used for my potatoes, I'm gonna do the same for my chicken. So I am a hands-on girl, but with raw chicken, I don't like to touch it unless I have to. But I'm just gonna coat these guys with their olive oil. Make sure that seasoning sticks on there. Just like before. Okay, so the next part's really easy, and you'll get to see how our quick cooker works. It has 16 functions that are preset, and then it also has a custom setting. So you really have a lot of flexibility with it. You can also cook with, use the slow cooker, steam. You can even proof bread in this thing. There's so many uses. So anyway, today we are going to use the quick cooker feature. Easy off lid here. 6-quart capacity, and I'm gonna fill it with 1 cup of chicken broth. Okay, and then I'm gonna put my chicken in first. Make sure I get all that good stuff. Okay. And then potatoes on top. and I'll kind of show you. I really need a cameraman some days. But there you can see how everything's pretty simple. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put this guy back on. Make sure that your steam release is closed. Okay, so I wanted to bring you down to this level to show you how the quick cooker actually works. So I've got everything sealed up on top, and then you just take this little dial here and run it until you go to chicken and poultry. It's actually already set at 15 minutes, but if you wanted to adjust that time at all, you can hit time and customize that as well. So then I just hit start, and you'll see those lights illuminating there, and that's while it's building up to pressure. So you're gonna see that until it reaches pressure. Also, when it reaches pressure, you will see on top this little indicator pop up, and then you should not see anything leaking from this valve here. So, okay. Thanks again for joining us tonight, and I hope you enjoy this recipe with your family sometime. All right, I wanted to come back and show you what everything looks like when it's all said and done. The potatoes should be fork tender, and the chicken should shred pretty well on its own. So I went ahead and released the steam. What I love about the quick cooker is that the steam release button is here, but then the steam comes from here, so your hands are not getting burnt in the process. So I've gone ahead and done that. So when I open up here, come on in, Dane. Okay, so everything is seasoned. It had plenty of water, and it looks like, oh yeah, they're gonna go right through. And then your chicken here below, just grab a chunk off. Nice! Okay, so it looks super juicy and tons of flavor, and that's what we were going for. So another quick and efficient meal with tons of flavor.